Hi, hello, welcome back everyone. So today we are going to see about a great medicine that is the ACONITUM NAPELLUS. So first, the most important thing we have to know about the remedies are their Prover, duration, family, synonyms, source, temperament, diathesis, and thermal. By this, we have to start a remedy while writing your exams also. So it is a vegetable source, so vegetable kingdom. So this plant you can see it looks like a monk shoot. Monk shoot means I hope you might have seen the crown of fathers. They'll be wearing such kinds of crown in their head. So these are known as monk shoot. Okay. So they are also known as monk shoot or wolf's bane. Family is Ranunculaceae and Prover is a great Dr. Hahnemann. They proved it during 1805. So duration is 6 to 2 days, 6 hours to 2 days, and psoric mycin, sanguine temperament, and their thermal is neither chilly nor hot, but they seems to be hot. Next is the guiding symptom. Guiding symptom are the most important one because the drug is short and sweetly described as guiding symptom. So if you know the guiding symptom, you can write most of the symptoms. So for aconite, if you say the word aconite itself, you should just remember fear, 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 afraid, fear, afraid. Both are same, right? Yeah. So the main symptoms and the most symptom is only fear. They have fear of everything. Okay. So great fear and anxiety of mind. That is, they'll be thinking about something and getting fear of whatever may be it. Predicts the day he will die. That is, they'll be saying, tomorrow I'll die. I want to see everyone because tomorrow I'll die. I want to see everyone because today this time I'll be dying. But they won't die. That is another one thing. Yeah. Then is the one cheek red and other is hot. When you see the patient, one cheek will be somewhat reddish and the other will be pale, dull. Music is unbearable, which makes them sad. So they are very irritable to music. They'll be sad because they'll be hearing the lines of the music and not the music as a whole. So if you hear the music as a line, you just try everyone, guys. If you hear one by one line, you will be thinking something. It's for sure. I'm for sure because I have experience. Sometimes I used to hear the lines, and each line I'll be thinking about its meaning. When I'm thinking about the meaning, I'll be thinking about my experience if I had anything. Yeah, so they'll be thinking about the music and they'll be getting sad because they have many sad experiences, fearful experiences. Next is on rising from the recumbent position, the face becomes deathly pale. Patient faints. That is when they get up. Recumbent means lying comfortably. So when they get up from a lying position, their face will become deathly pale. Deathly pale means when you have seen a dead person, their face is somewhat pale and reddish. So such type of color they'll be having, and when they get up they'll be fainting, and when they faint again they'll be afraid of rising because once they have fainted by trying to rise up, but again if they rise up they'll faint. So thinking about this, they'll get fear and they'll not get up immediately. They'll sit for some time and wake up slowly. Amenorrhoea in plethoric girls from fright. That is, amenorrhoea means absence of menses. So in plethoric, that is, young girls, they'll be having absence of menses due to fright. So you have heard that I'm getting my menses due late or I'm getting my menses too earlier. So these are because of such physiological changes which occurs in your body. So here it is the cause of fright. So if you get fright, there will be decrease or increase in your hormonal level in your body, and it causes physiological changes which causes or which affects your regular menstrual cycle. So that's why everyone used to say don't uh, be very stressful situations. Just leave it free. Let it be whatever may be. And don't be in depression. Share everything with anyone. Let it go. That's all. Okay, keep your mind cool, chill, free. Next most important one is the ailments. So this ailment factor is also one important thing in your exam, because these are very short and these are short forms of your other particulars. So when the examiner sees these words, if you have written the most important words like this, they'll get attracted and they'll think, okay, this child knows everything, so she have written it in short, and they'll just give mark without reading the particulars. So just give such kinds of headings and give short notes, short tips, prover, etc. like that, introductions also. Okay, it will be very attractive. So ailments from dry, cold north winds. So the north winds are dry and very cold. Checked north winds means as you think it is the air which is coming from the northern sides. Checked perspiration means suppression of perspiration. Perspiration means sweat. So when you are suppressing your sweat, that is when you are standing in sun heat for a long and getting perspired, that is getting sweat, and immediately taking bath. This is suppression. You will be getting cold. So you should not do this. Even everyone, many of you will be getting if you cold if you suppress perspiration, because it's not good. You should not immediately take bath when you get wet. You should just dry up, even whether it is in fan or anything. Dry up and then go to take bath. Okay. So the most important is the fear, fright, injury, operations, shock. Shock also is a kind of fright also. When you get fright, you will get shock. Or when you get surprise, you will get shock. Sun heat. That is, if you get more under sun heat, you will be getting your complaints. Yes, next is the sphere of action. Sphere of action means the origin of the disease, and that is the place or the organs or parts where the medicine acts. This is known as sphere of action. It may be asked as MCQs or your Viva questions. So these are very important for your Vivas, okay? Moreover than the particulars. So sphere of action is mind, brain, cerebrospinal nervous system. Fear. Where does this fear occur? It is related to mind, brain, nervous system. Okay, so when you hear the word sphere of action for fear, you should think about these. Mucus and serous membrane, that's we saw about the injury. Mostly wherever the injury comes as a symptom, you'll be having the affections, that is the sphere of action in mucus and serous membrane. Okay. Then heart. If you get shock, fear, heart will be beating faster. So it is related to heart, that is the cardiovascular system, and blood. Blood rises, blood rushes very fast. Next is the particulars. So first we can see about the constitution of the person. So it is generally indicated in acute or recent cases occurring in young persons, especially girls of a full plethoric habit who lead a sedentary life. Persons easily affected by more atmospheric changes, dark hair and eyes, rigid muscular fiber. So here generally they are indicated to acute, that is for small children, those who are school going children. So for them it is given whose hair is dark and eyes are dark, have muscular fibrous rigid, and they lead a sedentary life. That is they'll be always sitting in a single place and studying, or those who are working in ITs etc. They'll be sitting in a single place and they'll be working for the whole day. And complaints caused by exposure to dry cold air, dry north or west winds. So north and west winds are dry and cold. Exposure to draughts of even slight exposure to cold air leads them getting cold or aggravation of their complaints. Bad effects of checked perspiration, that is suppressed perspiration, causes aggravation. Great fear and anxiety of mind with great nervous excitability, afraid to go out, to go into crowd where there is any excitement or many people, to cross the street. So they have great fear and anxiety of mind. They are very nervous and they fear to go out where there are many people. They fear to talk with anyone. So they are having fear to go into a crowd where many people are there. That is, they have fear to go to churches or any functions like marriage functions where they there are many people who knows them. Then they are fear to go cross the road or street. The countenance is expressive of fear. The life is rendered miserable by fear. He is sure his disease will prove fatal. Predicts the day he will die. Fear of death during pregnancy. So as I said earlier, they have fear. They think rendered miserable by fear means their life is full of. Other than fear, there is nothing. And countenance means the person, describing person. Okay, so they think that their life is nothing, only filled with fear, and whatever disease they get, they'll think that they'll die. And as I said earlier, they'll predict a day they'll die. And for mostly girls, they'll be having fear during the pregnancy that whether I'll get aborted and whether the child or I get died. Will something happen during delivery? Will I die during deliveries and etc. Restless, anxious, does everything in great haste, must change position often, everything startles him. Startles means fears, affrights, frightens. Okay. So they are restless, anxious. That is by getting fear. If you get fear of something, you will be not able to sit quietly or freely, right? You will be restless, thinking about it, getting fear. And does everything in haste. Haste means speed. Sometimes you'll be doing something in speed because you want to complete it in time. Sometimes you'll do in speed because you don't like. So haste means you dislike something and hence you are doing it in great speed. And they change position often because they are restless. If you are restless, you can't stay in the same position. So they'll be changing their position frequently. Everything startles him, everything fears him. So if they get any injury, they are intolerable. They drive him crazy. That is, they'll be very irritable and they become very restless. Here, many places restless is coming. Okay, and it's mostly at night because at night you will be thinking nothing. You just think to sleep. So while you think nothing, these complaints comes to your mind and you'll be thinking about these complaints, so hence you'll be restless. During day, you'll be having many other work and you'll have no time to think about these complaints. So you don't know about the pain and these complaints. So you'll not think about this. Next is the one quote said by Hahnemann. It's there in your Alan's keynote also, okay? So don't worry. So Hahnemann says that whenever Aconite is chosen homeopathically, you must above all observe the moral symptoms and be careful that it closely resembles them. The anguish of mind and body, the restlessness, the disquiet not to be alive. So here Hahnemann says that wherever Aconite is chosen, if it is chosen properly, then other medicines are not needed. Here, only the Aconite can completely cure the symptoms. So you should see about their mind, their body, that's their constitution, and whether they are restless. So these are the main symptoms which are to be seen while giving this Aconite. If you are wrongly prescribing, it cannot act, but if you rightly prescribe, it will 100% it will be acting. This mental anxiety, worry, fear accompanies the most trivial ailment. Most trivial means most common and most important ailment. So mental anxiety, that is fear. Thinking something and getting feared. Getting anxious for simple things. Okay. Mainly for simple things they'll get fear. Whether it is a cockroach or it is a imaginary ghost, they'll be having fear of anything. That's why females are described here mostly. Music is unbearable, makes us sad. Her is given because don't think that doesn't man get sad by hearing music or what? They also get sad. But in most cases, if you have seen, females will be hearing these sad songs and etc. Right? So that's why for music related, we have given girl. So here, in this case, music is unbearable. They will get restless and irritable, and that makes them sad because they used to, as I said at first, they used to hear the lines and they'll be thinking about their past bad experiences. On rising from a recumbent position, the face becomes deadly pale red, or he becomes faint or giddy and falls as he fears to rise again, often accompanied by vanishing of sight and unconsciousness. So here we have already seen that recumbent means lying position, and their face becomes red and deadly pale, and they become faint, and giddy means dizziness. Fainting means they'll unconscious and get fell down, okay, and falls. And so once they try to get up from a recumbent position, they faint and fall down. So again from the falling down position, they'll fear to get up because if they get up again, they'll faint. So hence they'll be sitting there itself in that position itself for some time, and after a few time, after relaxing, they'll slowly get up. Okay, and often, so the process of fainting starts with vanishing of sight. I had this experience. I can explain this in very clear manner. So first, your eyesight will be vanishing, so you can't see anything. At the end of this first process, that is vanishing of sight, you can't see anything. Okay. So next, you will be having some dizziness, feeling like something. Sometimes around you, your surrounding is circling, or sometimes you are turning, or you are circling there itself. So any one of these two signs will be coming, and then slightly headache may arise, you fall. So these are the process of fainting. I had this experience, that's why I'm saying it clearly. Okay, so sight and they'll get unconsciousness. Okay, so today in this video we have covered the main symptoms, that is the fear of the aconite patient. So if you hear the word aconite, you should first say the word fear. So from fear you can make a whole story of this. So this fear of aconite will be surely asked in your exams. For even 10 marks they can ask, but if they ask, you should not write this fear alone. You should write about their menses, their other complaints also. Then only you'll be getting 10 marks. If you write just what the question is, you'll be getting just 5 marks. Okay, so you should never do this in your university exams. About your term exams, I don't know, because it varies according to your teachers and your college. But university, you should never do this. You should write whatever you know. If it's wrong, don't write. It may make bad impression. If it's right, for sure you should write. Okay, and if you see about Aconite, there is nothing important more than this what I have taken today. I thought of taking everything in one video itself, but I took it. I'm taking it in 2 videos because fear is most important, and we should concentrate in fear the most. That's why I took Aconite fear in single video itself, and the rest of them will be taken in next video. Okay, so if you study Aconite, you should never leave this fear. Okay, it is the most important. I'm giving this much pressure because in first year, if you are a first year student, Aconite is the most important 100% coming question for your exam. I'm damn sure it will surely come. If you want, you mark my words. Okay, so nothing more than this. So you just see the picture also. It is a flower look like a monk shoot, and it's violet in color. Okay, so that's all for today. So thank you. For more videos, like, share and subscribe my channel, and also click the bell icon. Don't miss my video. Get 100% in your medical knowledge. So until then, bye bye. Take care. Thank you.